You can attend this program in 3 ways. One is just intellectually. If you just take this class as an intellectual class, you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. Intellectually means just sitting with your head, nothing else. Just your head will be concentrated. If you want to take the intellectual knowledge, just the head is enough. Nothing else is necessary. You don't need anything else. If you are alert without sleeping in the class, that's enough. Nothing much is necessary. If you feel like sleeping, the last row is reserved for you. You can go there and sit and sleep. Please don't sleep inside the class. Not for your sake, at least for my sake. Why I say my sake? A small story. Once, a taxi driver from Chennai. Anybody who had been to Chennai, who lived in Chennai? Then you will understand. Taxi driver in Chennai, they lead you directly to hell. A straight way to hell. They don't take you by shortcut or they don't take you by the long route or anything. Direct way to hell. If you are expectant mother, never sit in Chennai taxi. And roads are also specially designed. Roads are also specially designed. The drivers are specially trained. Anyhow, one day morning, one taxi driver from Chennai and one great religious preacher, both of them died, directly went to the court of Yamadharma. All of you understand Yamadharma. Yamadharma means he is the man who gives judgment. For people from West Indian, he is like a Saint Peter who gives the judgment. Now I will have a little problem. I have to use both cultural words, but I will try to manage. Whenever you don't understand any technical terms, you are free to ask immediately. You don't have to feel shy. Immediately just raise your hand. Then I will understand your question and answer. So you can feel free to question anything or to ask anything. No, don't feel shy. Or don't feel reluctant. How can I ask? How can I question? Because if you don't understand, you will misunderstand. So one more big problem is you will go and tell outside that this is what I heard. Both of them, the great religious preacher and the taxi driver, both of them reached the Yama's court for judgment. First, the taxi driver pushed himself into the cabin. Yama inquired, "What is your name?" He said, "My name is so and so. My name is so and so." "What were you doing?" "I was driving taxi in Chennai." So he took out the list of merit and sins. Finally, he gave the judgment, "All right, let you have silken robe, golden staff, and first class AC seat in the Swarga, in the heaven." He sent. Next came this great religious preacher. He was asked, "What's your name?" "My name is so and so." "What were you doing?" "I was preaching God's word around the world. All over the world, I used to go around and preach Lord's name, preach the divine message." The list of the merit and sins is taken out and read. Yama gave the judgment. "Let you have cotton robe, wooden staff and third class room. The preacher got terribly angry, annoyed, started shouting, "I'll sue you." Maybe must have too much visited America. "I'll sue you. What, for a driver, taxi driver, you are giving first class treatment and for me third class? I preach the divine message around the world. So many thousands of satsangs I conducted. So many thousands of good things I have done. Everywhere I was speaking about divine message, divine glory. How can you give me third class? For him first class." The Imam said, "Here up, we don't bother what you do. We bother only the results." When he was driving, people were praying for their lives. When he was preaching, people were sleeping. When he was preaching, people were sleeping. When he was driving, people were praying for their lives. So we don't bother what you do, we bother what is the result. So, may not be for your sake, at least for my sake, don't sleep. Otherwise, when I go there, I'll be given the staff and third class room. At least for my sake, don't sleep. If you feel like sleeping, sit in the last row so that I'll have argument. No, they have not slept in my class. They were sleeping only outside the room, outside the class. I can save my face. If you just a little bit of attention, that's enough. The class will be useful to you as an intellectual class. You may learn a little bit of knowledge. But by that, you are having only the 33% of the benefit. Not more than that. No, more than that. If you attend only as an intellectual class, when you go, you will tell, "This Swami is a very great orator. How nicely he speaks." Only that much. That is not going to help you. That's not going to give you the total result. Next thing, you can attend with a little bit of heart, emotion. You may be searching for some meditation. You may be thinking, you might have heard about meditation somewhere in some book. And that is now, in modern day, that is a best-selling ideology. So somewhere you must have read. So you are thinking, I should go for some meditation. Some of you heard about me, you are coming here. If you attend with a little bit of emotion, or a little bit of thinking of meditation, a little bit of art, you may have the second layer. You may feel a little refreshed, you may feel a little relaxed, you may feel a little joyful. But even that is not enough. When you feel a little bit joyful, you will go and tell, "Wow, we had a beautiful weekend this time. It was really a nice weekend." But even that is not enough. Only when you attend with your whole being, only when you put your whole effort, then you will see something new happens in your being. Only then you will really have all the 100% benefit. If you sit only with your head, you will have only 33%. If you sit with your heart, a little bit of involvement, you will feel only the 66. Only when you put your whole being 100%, you will see the total result. Or you will attend, you will take this as a spiritual program. The whole being can be touched. A real result can happen. Water becomes steam only at the 100th degree, never at the 99.9. If you put 99.9 also, it is simply useless. Put your whole thing, whatever efforts you have, put the whole thing and do the meditations. Put the whole thing and do the meditations. Whatever effort you have, whatever energy you have, whatever mind you have, of course you cannot get others' mind, you cannot catch others' energy, but whatever you have, put the whole effort and do it. Put the whole effort and do it. One man fell sick, asked his colleague to suggest a good doctor. The colleague suggested, here is Dr. Pill, very good doctor. Go to him. He will surely cure you, but it is a little costly. He takes $500 for his first visit. For next visit, $100. But surely he will cure you. The man wants to go to the same doctor, but wants to save a little bit money also. So he planned, went to the doctor, entered his cabin, told, doctor, I have come back. He acted as if he is coming for the second time. Not even for a moment doctor was duped or fooled. He quickly checked in, and after a few minutes, he declared, oh, continue the same medication which I gave last time. Continue the same medicine which I gave last time. See, when you try to say, you get only that much of result. You get only that much of benefit. Not more than that. So only when you put your whole thing, you get the total benefit. So put your whole effort. Whenever the meditations are practiced, don't reserve your being off, and don't reserve your being or the head or anything. Understand the instructions and put your being totally. Put your whole effort. Otherwise, you will see. You will be having only the intellectual knowledge. Of course, it's not worth having. It is, but it is not total.